Hi everyone, I'm Cece. Welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial will show you how to make these beautiful shorts. Let's get started. So guys, right here I'll be using this beautiful XO fabric here. So you need about 1 yard or 1.5 yards for this shorts. So that's what you're going to be needing for this tutorial, or if you're in a bigger size you can just use 2 yards. Okay, so right now I folded my fabric into 2 and I went ahead to measure my hip divided by 4, which is 10 plus 8 inches. Okay, so remember this short depends on how big you want it to be. All right, so I'm going to make it free so that it could be able to size about 3 different sizes. Okay, so this is you can see where I marked out my hip, which is 10 plus 8 inches, which is 18 inches. Okay, this is what I used to fold it. So if you're also making the long pants, so you can also use it like this to make it. It's just the same thing. So right here I'll be measuring the length of my short. So it depends on how long you want the shorts to be. I'm using 17 inches minus 2 inches for my band. Okay, minus 2 inches for my band. So it depends on how long you want it to be, so you go ahead and add it. So right now here, so guys, right here I'll be measuring my hip here. My hip divided by 4 is 10 plus 4 inches, which is 14 inches. That's what you're going to do here. Okay, so and from this part here you're going to come down by your hip measurement. Whatever your hip is, come down by your hip. Mine is 10. That is what I marked out, and I went ahead to roll this line. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to come down from my hip line that I just marked. I'll come down by 2 inches to mark out my tie line, the tie line of this shorts. Okay, so this is what I went ahead to do, and the next thing I'm going to do is to mark out my tie, which is divided by 2, which is 12 plus 4 inches. Okay, this is how big I want it to be, plus extra 4 inches. All right, I did not add any sewing allowance to this because it's already big enough, so I went ahead to mark it out, which gave me 16 inches. 12 plus 4 is 16. Okay, you can see what I just did here, and I marked out 16 inches. So right now I'm going to connect it straight from my waistline here, bring it down straight. Okay, so do yours the same way. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to measure what I have here, which is 16. I'm going to divide this 16 by 4. Whatever I get, that is what I'm going to be measuring at this corner that I just placed it here. So this is what you're going to do, and the next thing you're going to do is to rule this line and then come over to this pointy part, the way I put my tape rule, and mark out 1 inch. Okay, then go ahead and just connect it into the straight line that was there before, and then go ahead and connect it to this straight line that you can see what I just did here. So the next thing you're going to do is just bring down this part. So if you want to make a trouser, just go ahead and bring it down to the full length of your fabric. Okay, the full length of the Ankara. So go ahead and bring it down straight. It's just the same thing. Okay, this is just the same thing with the trouser. The only difference is that this one is short. So go ahead and do it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment. So what you're going to do after you're done cutting this is to cut out the back. So for the back now, I'm going to go ahead to place it like this. So you have to look at what I'm going to do here. I want to place the back, make sure that they are equal here, and then I'm just going to come over to the crotch part. After arranging it, come over to the crotch part here. Look at what I'm doing, so you need to pay attention. Okay, so after arranging it, the next thing you're going to do is to mark about 0.5 inches away from the front crotch. Okay, just the way I'm doing, just mark out 0.5 inches and then go ahead and cut out the back. Okay, so go ahead and do yours the same way, just the way I'm doing mine, and then your short is ready. You can see how simple it is. And like I said before, if you want to use it for a trouser, just go ahead and connect it straight down to the full length of the Ankara, and that's all you have to do. So now let's go into cutting the other part, which is the pocket side of this short. Okay, so now to cut the pocket, I have to slant open the front and the back. You can see what I just did, just separate it. You can see, so you have 2 pieces each. So the next thing you're going to do is to arrange it properly, and then you're going to go ahead to cut out where your pocket should stay. So I'm going to mark out 3 inches from here. You can see the way I place my tape rule. Mark out 3 inches, then come down by 7 inches. Okay, this is where our pocket is going to end. Okay, 3 inches upwards and 7 inches downwards. Okay, and then go ahead and mark it like this. You can see what I did. Mark it connect it in a slant. Look at what I'm doing, and do yours the same way. Connect it in a slant like this, and then the next thing you're going to do is to use your scissors and cut it out. Remember, I am doing this on both the front fabric. Okay, the 2 piece for the front, this is what I just did here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out my pocket. So for the pocket, I'm going to fold my fabric like this, just like so. So do yours the same way. The wideness of this fabric is about 8 inches. So look at it, and the length is 13 inches. All right, the length, you can actually use 12 inches if you want. So the length is 13 inches here, so I just went ahead to use the overall length, which is 13 inches. And then I went ahead to cut out another piece because I'll be needing 2 pieces for my pocket. So you are just going to do the same thing to yours. Okay, remember I said that these shorts could fit at least 3 sizes, from size 6 to size 12. It could fit size 6 to size 12. So if you are doing a ready to wear business, this is a good tutorial for you to follow and make your own shorts to sell. So right now, after I'm done, I went ahead to open it up the way I just did, and then I went ahead to mark out 3 inches here, just the way I did for the actual piece, and 7 inches downwards. And then when you're done, go ahead and connect it in a slant like this, and then go ahead and cut it out. Remember, I'm doing this at only one part of the pocket. Okay, make sure the pockets are front facing front. The front of the pocket is front facing front before you cut it out. Okay, look at what I did, and then do yours the same way. So right now it's time for me to join my pocket. So to join this pocket, I have to place both the fabric, the actual piece, with the pocket front facing front. Okay, and then I went ahead to cut it. All right, I went ahead to stitch it here. Sorry, go ahead and stitch this part. Then after stitching it, I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. So guys, after sewing, this is what I have here. I'm gonna ahead to stitch it like this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to place it inside the way I'm doing mine. Just look at what I'm doing and do yours the same way. Place it like this, and then go ahead and top stitch it like this. Okay, top stitch it very well. It will give you a neat finishing. All right, just go ahead and do it like this. So this is what it looks like after I'm done sewing. This is the top stitching. It's going to help it to hold it down so the pockets won't be moving around. Okay, so now after top stitching, you can see how beautiful it looks. The next thing I'm going to do right here is to fold in my pockets, and this is how I'm going to be folding in this pocket. Okay, pay attention here. So I'm going to fold this pocket like this, and then I'm going to go ahead to make any curve that I want. All right, so you go ahead and make any curve you want here, and then use it to stitch it. So I'm going to make a guideline for you. This is the guideline I'm going to be using to make my curve. So go ahead and do whatever you want, and then stitch that part I just marked. So after sewing it here, this is what I have. So guys, what I'm going to do here right now is to attach the front piece together. Okay, look at the way I placed my front piece. This is the first one here. Remember, it's 2 pieces, and this is the second one here. So I'm going to place the second one on top of it after I'm done stitching the pockets. Okay, so you're going to place it like this. Make sure you arrange it because you are going to be closing up the crotch area. So you can see what I just did. Go ahead and place it like this and then stitch up the crotch area. Okay, you also have to repeat the same thing for the back. All right, you need to close up this back crotch so that we can be able to join our shirt. So after I'm done sewing the crotch, this is what the shirt looks like, guys. So this is what it looks like here. So I'm just trying to arrange it here so that I'll be able to close the pocket so that it won't be moving around. All right, you can see what it looks like after I'm done sewing the crotch. So the next thing you're going to do here is to pay attention to this pocket part here, guys. Is to place this pocket like this and close it up here, and then place it and just top stitch there so that the pocket will not be moving and so that it won't bother you when you are joining your band. Just top stitch there or use your pin to hold it down. So the next thing you're going to do is to place your back piece on top of your front piece, just the way I'm doing it. So look at what I'm doing and do yours the same way. So this crotch here, you need to close it and including the sides. So I'm going to repeat it for you to say. So go ahead, place your two crotch together, make sure they are the same, then stitch it. Okay, so for the sides, this is what you are going to do. Place these two sides like this. Okay, look at what I'm doing. Pay attention here because it is important. You can see the way I flip the pocket. You are not going to sew the pockets together with the sides, okay, because your pockets needs to be moving around. So flip it like this, the way I just did, and do yours the same way. So guys, after I'm done, this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to measure my waist. You need to be careful here. So I'm going to go ahead to measure around my waist. You need to do it carefully, okay. So after measuring around my waist, I have about 52 inches for the waist, okay, because the waist needs to be big. I have about 52 inches. I went ahead to then cut out my band. So after cutting my band, this is what I have. I have about 52 inches and the wideness of this band is 6 inches. So I'm going to be folding this band like this. You can see what I just did. Fold it like this and then fold it again like this, then fold it again. What I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to cut and to notch it so that I'll be able to get the corners correctly. So just fold it like this and then notch it the way I'm doing. You can see what I just did. Go ahead and notch it, okay. You can also do this part like this. Go ahead and notch the folded edge, and then when you're done, when you open it, you're going to see that you have the 4 edge notched. So the next thing you're going to do is to just close up this part like this so that you can have this round shape band or something. I don't know how to put it for this. Just go ahead and close up the band like this. When you're done, the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out our elastic. So for the elastic, you're going to cut out half of the band just the way you fold it like this. So this is an example I'm trying to place here because my elastic is black and you won't be able to see it properly. So you're going to cut out half of this band the way it is folded. Okay, you're going to use it as a guideline to cut out your elastic. Then when you're done, place your elastic like this. Go ahead and place your elastic like so, the way I'm going to show you like this. Place it like this, okay, and then zigzag stitch on it or you top stitch on it very well. Make sure it is strong enough so it does not pull out. So the next thing I'm going to do is after you're done, this is what you're going to have. This is my black one, which is about 2 inches. I went ahead to do the same thing that I just showed you with the white, and this is how it came out. Okay, you can see the place that I top stitch on it, and this is how it's going to look. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to fix it inside this band, and you're going to look at what I'm doing here and just do yours the same way. Okay, just pay attention properly. Fold your band into 2. You can actually use your iron to iron the 2 band together like this. Iron it into 2 like this. Then the next thing you're going to do is to arrange it using the notch that you already have on it. go ahead and arrange it using the notch as a guideline. Okay, arrange it properly the way I just did. You can see the way I'm trying to arrange it here. So you do yours the same way. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, like, share, comment. Okay, so right now after I'm done folding it, this is what I have here. Okay, and this is my band. I'm going to be fixing my band inside this at my elastic inside this band. So I want you to look at what I'm doing. Take the elastic, fix it inside your band. Just pay attention to what I'm doing. Look at it very well. Fix it inside your band, and you're going to go ahead to stitch on the Ankara using the elastic as your guidelines. Stitch it close to the elastic but not on the elastic. Okay, just stitch it close to the elastic. So after stitching it close, this is what you're going to have, meaning that you have already closed up the Ankara and the elastic is inside. All right, you can go ahead and attach it like this if you wish, but I want to have this structured elastic. Okay, I want to have this guide elastic, so I'm going to go ahead to stitch about 2 lines of the elastic. I'm going to stitch about, the first line is going to be about half an inch here upwards and half an inch downwards. So I need to have a space in the middle so that I can fix my rope inside. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So this is how I'm going to be making this elastic. It's very simple. So just go ahead and place it on your machine, put it where you want it to be, where you marked out your line, and then start dragging it. You can see the way I'm dragging it. Drag it like this to sew. Okay, that's what you're going to do. So just keep dragging it like this. So guys, I'm done stitching this. I made 2 stitches. Okay, if you look at it properly, you can see that I have 2 stitches. So the next thing I'm going to do is to place it on my actual knicker, actual short. Sorry. So this is me placing it on the short, and I'm going to be stitching it up. So stitching it is going to just be the same thing. Place your needle and thread after your meshing, then go ahead and keep dragging it. Okay, you need to drag it because this elastic needs to fit in this short. You need to fit the waist of this short. If yours does not fit, you need to lose it again, lose the waist, and then drag it properly. Okay, because the band is exactly the measurement of the waist. Okay, so it needs to fit inside this waist of the shorts. So go ahead and keep dragging it the way I am doing it. You can see what I'm doing. So just keep dragging it just the way I'm doing it, and you will get a very good waistband. Okay, keep doing it like this. So guys, after I'm done, this is what I have. You can see what it looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do is to use my machine to just hem this bottom part here. So it depends, the hemming part here depends on how many inches you added for your hemming. So I'm going to only hem in about 1 inch of my hemming. That's what I'm going to hem here. So go ahead and do yours the same way, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like.